It's Madden NFL 24, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Cleveland Browns, and it comes your way next.
Fun times in Cleveland ahead as we join you by the Lakeshore here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Cleveland Browns. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
The veteran Dustin Hopkins has this one teed up, and we are underway here in Cleveland. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a fourth-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning he's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
Finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So here are the Browns now with great starting field position. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Cousins to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target. Able to pick up another first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that flag accepted. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. To throw, Cousins. That's complete to Mooney. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing, Cousins. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this returnable for Hines. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Here's Watson. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. 3rd and 2, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A first catch for Judy. Good for a first down.
That play might not seem like much yardage-wise, but when you look at it maybe having to go 3 and out and punt the football again, it becomes an important conversion. Now the question, can they keep it going from here?
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again, it's Watson. This will be caught. Judy. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
On first down, Watson. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Here's a 2nd and 5. To throw is Watson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 16. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the red zone now, Watson. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, in that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That burst good for 20 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Cousins now from the 50. And complete to Drake London. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there, but it's going to be second down. Cousins now. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A busy first quarter, his third catch of the after. Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him throw that challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one. Is that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Cousins, a throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up fourth.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on third down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Browns set to take over. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Watson, off play action. Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw, Watson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Still 15 yards to go, second down. From the gun, here's Watson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. He has already cracked the century mark in receiving in this opening quarter. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Meanwhile, Cousins throw there, complete to Mooney. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now Cousins. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Cousins to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run with Robinson. Oh, good move. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, and that is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Here's Hines. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now it's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. Here's Williams to return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job. And Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here. And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together. Now 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right? But I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, wherever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher. So sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor. But on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Excellent play there by Arnold Ebiketie to meet him behind the line for a loss. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
They go with Chubb on second down. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. To the air yet again, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, baby. Do your thing. Big week, every week. That's it. Keep the pressure on the hose. Get after him, offense.
Watson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Watson on 1st down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2nd down and 3. Watson now to throw. Right back to Njoku. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, Watson. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second and 6. Again, it's Watson. Deshaun Watson Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Once again, we got to get it done here. Let's go, boy. Let's ride, baby. Let's ride.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Cousins on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Cousins. They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Cousins now. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Cousins again. That's out wide here for Robinson. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, that play certainly took a long time, and that's why a lot of coaches in training camp use a whistle or a horn at about 3 seconds because they want the ball in the hands of the quarterback. They want the play to develop quickly and get the ball downfield. This one had to go over 5 seconds holding on to the football, and then he ends up getting hit, and they have an incompletion.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Rondale Moore, as time expires in the first half. And the Falcons have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Coup for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
They gotta walk that walk, baby.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now it's Hines. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Now a first down throw, Watson. That pass complete to Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They run with Hines. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 14. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll run for it with Hines. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Hines, not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. Drake London, his intended target. And it's second down. Robinson up the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Cousins. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to the ground with Robinson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Play action now. Cousins. He's got his man, London, right side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Robinson again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching closer and really knocking on the door now. Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the 1st. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was a huge play on 3rd down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Now 3rd down and 7. Now Watson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Now Cousins. And this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to Mooney. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Hand off now to Robinson. And a loose football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. On 2nd down, here's Watson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. To Judy, and it's complete. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st and 10, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Watson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
This is Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. This thrown quickly on to Cooper. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. He's got Njoku, who's been tight end. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. 78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Cousins to throw it. And this will be caught by Mooney. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Oh, nice move. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 19 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now. Down at the 33. Throwing, Cousins. Got London on a slant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Myles Garrett getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So an interesting call there to take the three. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here comes Amari Cooper and the rest of the Cleveland offense. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
Oh, no, we'll
Throw your mic out there.
a lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and now it's 3rd down. Watson now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. His big game continues. Already has his 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing. They go up the middle with Chubb, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Here's 3rd and 7. Watson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. On the return, Williams. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down 27-20, 1:44 to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Cousins throw here into the hands of Moore. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. This is 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Cousins to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here comes second down. Here's Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. Third down. Cousins. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One last shot now for Cousins. And this is incomplete, so no miracles here on the final play, and this ball game is over. It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but partner, the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high-percentage pass to try and tie the game, but the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.